Hello there everyone, and welcome to this Biology Mind A-Level tutorial on polynucleotides. So in the last lesson we learned about how DNA and RNA are nucleic acids containing many monomers called nucleotides. You now understand that every nucleotide is made up of a pentose sugar, a nitrogenous base and a phosphate group. And you know the different nitrogenous bases and the differences between DNA and RNA nucleotides. So now that we've got that basic foundation of what a polynucleotide is, we're going to talk about how we form them and we break them. So let's think about first of all how we form our polynucleotides. So multiple nucleotides are bonded together through condensation reactions. Now, we've met these before in various other tutorials where we've thought about how we join monomers together to form polymers. Well, in the same way, our nucleotide single unit is our monomer. Remember, mono for one. And our polynucleotide is our polymer. And we're forming our polymer by a condensation reaction to join our monomers together. Now remember, in a condensation reaction, water is always released as a byproduct as we form this new bond. So this is one nucleotide and this is our second nucleotide, and we're joining it together here by this condensation reaction to form a new bond. And in that process, we're releasing a molecule of water for each new bond formed. So, multiple nucleotides, as you can see here, we've got 3, are bonded together to form a polynucleotide. And here we've got 2 new bonds forming between the monomer 1 and monomer 2, and monomer 2 and monomer 3. So that's 2 bonds, which means that there's 2 molecules of water formed. Remember, the name of this reaction is a condensation reaction. And these bonds are called phosphodiester bonds, which is written here. So these phosphodiester bonds are connecting the phosphate of one nucleotide to the sugar of the next nucleotide. Okay, so the key things to take away from what we've learned so far is that we're forming our polynucleotides in a condensation reaction. We always form water for every new bond that we make in condensation reactions, and the bond that we form in polynucleotides is the phosphodiester bond. So phosphodiester bonds form between the phosphate group of one nucleotide and the pentose sugar of the second nucleotide. And remember, we call it a pentose sugar because it's got 5 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, it's called a pentose sugar. So these phosphodiester bonds are forming between the phosphate group of one nucleotide and the pentose sugar of the next nucleotide. And they are covalent bonds. Alrighty. So they create a polynucleotide chain. And these chains have what we call a sugar-phosphate backbone. And the reason why we call it a sugar-phosphate backbone is, if you think about it, our bonds are being formed between our phosphate group and our sugar. So it goes phosphate group, sugar, phosphate group, sugar, phosphate group, sugar, phosphate group, sugar. So we call it a sugar-phosphate backbone. And this is what forms our polynucleotide chain. So if we formed our polynucleotide by condensation, then if we want to reverse the process, we know that the reverse of a condensation reaction is a hydrolysis reaction, which we've also met before in previous tutorials. So remember, this is our phosphodiester bond here, and we formed it and created water in the process, didn't we? So now to reverse that, it's very self-explanatory. All we do is add water to our polynucleotides, and this causes a hydrolysis reaction where the phosphodiester bond is broken, leaving the individual monomers, so the individual nucleotides. So this is it depicted here. So this is our polynucleotide with our phosphodiester bonds. We've added our water and we've broken it up via a hydrolysis reaction into our monomers over here. And remember, our monomers are our nucleotides. Okay, so just to quickly recap for you, remember to go from our monomers to our polymers. So our structures that we met were our nucleotides being joined together to form polynucleotides via a condensation reaction, and the reverse is a hydrolysis reaction, which would cause polynucleotides to split up into their individual monomer unit nucleotides. So well done, that's our tutorial complete for today, and I'll see you for the next tutorial.